Today's video is brought to you by Core Essentials. If you carry a gun on a daily basis, it's critically important that we choose the right belt. That's why I've chosen Core Essentials for my everyday carry. They're rigid, they're durable, and their patented system allows for quick and easy adjustments on the fly. Check them out at coreessentials.com or check us out here because we also carry them in the store.
Hey guys, Eric and Alex here from the Legacy Training Group, located at the Top Guns Training Academy in Terre Haute, Indiana.
So guys, we've been getting back to the basics in this series, and today we're going to talk about sight alignment. And what are the different types of sights that people should expect? And because you have a 3-dot sight, you have something even like what you use is a...
I use an optic sight.
Exactly, and then I have like the figure 8 ones, the ones over the other. We're going to talk about what you should expect if you're picking up your first gun, or what you should expect when you're going to the range for the first time to make sure you're doing things correctly. All right guys, let's get back to the basics. So what are some things that people should expect when they get their gun for the first time, or what do people see when they come to the range?
Yeah, we see a variety of different sights in here. Most guns when they come from the factory will not have what we call night sights on them, meaning the glow-in-the-dark tritium inserts.
Right.
Most are just steel iron type sights, if you will.
Like with a little paint in it.
Yeah, much. Exactly. Some of them will have a 3-dot system on them, or Glock, for example, they've got a white U on the back with a white dot on the front.
So show us what that looks like exactly. When we say 3-dot sight, what does that mean?
Okay. Bear with me here. What we're going to do is do a sight picture for you, and it's going to look something like this. This will be the rear sight, and the front sight nestled down there in front. The black dots here would characteristically be white on those sights. Please excuse my blackboard skills.
When people look at their sights for the first time, this is their front sight and this is their rear sight.
Right.
What should they be lining up? When you say line up your sights, what do you see?
Yeah, what we see people make the most mistakes on, if you will, is not lining up the top of the front sight even with the top of the rear sight.
Well, is it more important to line this line up, or is it more important to line the dots up?
Me personally, I line the top of the sights up when I break the shot, because what I'm going to do, if this is the center mass of my target, I'm going to put that right on center mass, the very top of my front sight.
All right, so if I was looking at a target, for instance, like a, well, I'm not very good at drawing here, like let's just say that was a silhouette, all right? And this is the X ring right in the center.
Right.
Oops, X ring. Where should my front sight be on that?
Okay, if this is my front sight, I'm going to cover right here, right up to the center of the X.
So this right here is the front
sight of the system, yes.
All right, so your blade, so if this was the silhouette and this was the X, would it be covering the X, or would it be right above it?
It would be right dead center on the X.
All right, so
you wouldn't see
the top here would be dead center on the
Correct,
X.
you would not see the lower part of the X, but you would see the top.
All right, so another set of sights that I see a lot of people use, and I think Steve likes it, is the figure 8 sight. And what that is, guys, is a sight that looks kind of like this, and then your front sight looks kind of like this.
Right. Yeah, there's an outfit out there called Heine. They do night sights, very good night sights, and their style of 2-dot sight is called the Heine Straight 8. What you're going to wind up with is essentially an 8 in your field of view when you have your sights aligned.
So is this something that should be close together? Should they be right on top of each other? Or should there be a, I don't know, kind of a gap in between?
They're going to be sitting right on top of each other.
Right on top of each other.
Yes,
So like a snowman kind of
Correct.
thing.
Yep.
All right, so that's something that a lot of people should be out to. So let's go in and let's check out a couple drills that we can learn from to make our sight alignment a little bit better.
Sure.
All right, Eric, I'm at the range for the first time. I have my gun out, chambered, ready to go.
Yep.
Proper grip on it, proper, ready for my trigger press to be correct. Now I want to start at a low ready.
Right.
When you say low ready, what do a lot of people mean by that?
Okay, what you're going to have is your firearm pointed roughly at a 45-degree angle down out in front of you. Of course, that finger is going to be straight off the trigger until we're ready to break the shot. What Alex is going to do is bring his firearm up. He's going to sight through the rear sight, placing the top of the front sight even with the top of the rear. Now, our brain will only allow us to focus on one point in space at a time. So in this situation, Alex has the target, his rear sight, and his front sight to worry about. The one thing he's going to want clear and crisp to be in focus is going to be that front sight. The rear and the target should be slightly fuzzy.
All right, so when I looked at that for the first time, should I focus on my front sight first and then bring my rear sight into picture, or would you bring it all in at the same time when I'm doing my draw? And again, we'll get to a draw later into another video, but if I'm bringing it straight up, what should I expect to see?
You know, when I present, I come straight out, so I'm picking it all up at the same time. That's the way I do it personally.
Sure.
I know there are people that focus on the front sight
Right.
as they come up and then seat it in the rear and then break the shot.
Right, that's kind of how I do it. So what I mean by that, guys, is when I bring it up, I focus on my front sight where it's going first, and then I bring the last 2 dots into focus for me. So what that means is I start here, and then when I draw, it all kind of lifts up so that all 3 align at the same time. So let's talk about, I'm at a low ready.
Yep.
What's one drill that we can do when we're at the range?
Just single shots at a time. We go out to the low ready, and on the command up, you'll come up from your low ready position, acquire your sights, and break the shot once you've acquired that sight picture.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's try this drill out and see how it goes.
Sounds good. Okay, Alex, go ahead and load and make ready. Okay, come down to the low ready position, and on the command of up, you'll come up, acquire your sights, go through a proper trigger press. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Up. Back down to the low ready. Finger straight. Shooter ready. Up. Back down. Up. And empty. The main takeaway of this, guys, is try not to shoot faster than your skill level allows you to do. Go at your own pace. Rounds that hit are the only ones that matter. Errant rounds, they don't matter.
So guys, take your time. This is an easy drill for you to be able to acquire your sights at the range. Go ahead and make sure that if you do it the way that Eric does, the way I do it, the way that other YouTube guys have shown you, or instructors, all of them are the right way as long as it works for you. We're just going to go through a couple ways that we like to do it. So guys, this is an easy drill for you to be able to go into the range, take your time, take your one shot, make sure you can acquire your sights correctly, and put shots on target.
Yep.
So guys, thank you again for watching Back to the Basics with Eric and Alex here. And if you have any other videos you would like for us to kind of talk about, comment those down below. Eric, if they want to take a class with you, how can they do that?
All of our classes are offered online. Just get on our website, hit the courses tab, full schedule will come up, and register online.
All right guys, that's at topguns.us. And again, we thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to comment down below and like this video. See you guys.